Hello, air signs and air sign placements. Maybe you're dealing with the Taurus, Libras, Aquariuses, and Geminis. It. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. Air signs, what's going on? No pueden hablar, okay. Welcome back to Readings from Neptune Tarot. I am the Neptunian Kitty Kitty. I took the day so I can do you all's readings. Hope you all appreciate that because my students missed me. Like, they miss me when I'm gone. I'm so glad I'm not in the system. Well, I am and I'm not. It's like a double-edged sword because as a sub, I'm not in any system. They can't email me directly. When I was a teacher, they would email me when I was absent and be like, Miss, come back. I'm like, my daughter's sick. I have to be with her. Bring her to campus. I'm like, no, then y'all are going to get sick. We'll take care of her, Miss. No te preocupes. And it was all of my classes. It was all 8 of my classes. I'd be like, come back. So when I left, it was really hard. Like, that was the hard part, was leaving my students. But maybe you guys are thinking about leaving a job. Maybe some of you are teachers, air signs, and you're thinking of going from one campus to another, or you're thinking of just leaving the city entirely. And, you know, as a former teacher and as a current substitute teacher, I just genuinely didn't like it. Like, I thought I was going to be teaching ELAR. I thought I was going to be teaching English, language arts, and writing. I thought we were going to be reading Lovecraft, Orwell, and we were going to talk about that. I genuinely thought we were going to be doing that. And shout out to Mr. Lerma, who was helping me do my blocks at Martin. He was like, I hate to break it to you, boo, but I don't think you're going to like it. And I was like, why not? He's like, because they're not going to let you teach the material. You're going to have to teach to the test. I hope you know that. And he's like, and you remind me a lot of me when I first started that. You know the material, you know how to teach, you know how to write, you know how to do all that. But the way the TEKS is set up, it's all set up for STAR. Now, for those of you that are not teachers, you're probably wondering what's TEKS. TEKS is Texas Knowledge and Skills. Like, it's basically, it gives you, it's a guide or a legend, and it tells you what you're supposed to be teaching on that day, on that week. And it has it down so it's day by day every single week. Like, so that's why when I see people, y'all are teaching a woke agenda. No, sir. No. Google what the TEKS are. Look up what grade your student is in, and it'll be TEKS 5 if they're in 5th grade, 12 if they're a senior, and so on and so forth. And actually read what the teachers are teaching them, and you'll see that it's all for STAR and passing exams. It's for metrics. It's not for woke agenda. No, they're not teaching that. And in college, they don't teach us a woke agenda at all. At least not here in Laredo. Then again, I didn't take any feminist studies or anything like that. The most woke or radical thing I ever did was take philosophy, and then I took existentialism. It was a humanities class. It was a WIN course. It was a writing intensive course. And me as a psychology major, I was taking writing intensive courses. And I remember when I turned in my last paper, my professor, shout out if you're watching, he was like, what's your major? I was like, psychology. He's like, no, you should major in writing or something. But that's besides the point. But it's a lot of bureaucratic stuff. Like, I don't understand where y'all are teaching about LGBT. No, we are not. Not in Laredo. I can promise you, not in Laredo. No. And it's a lot of bureaucratic stuff. Like, for my experience and why I left, the main reason why I left was mean girl behavior. Now, there's a proper term for them. It's called school, you know what? And I'm not going to say it because then YouTube gets mad. But, that and I'm heavily monitored. But what is going on is that from my experience, my coworkers were not there to teach. They were there to monitor what the person next door was doing, to see who was clocking in, who was clocking out. It was just a bunch of catty women trying to get other women in trouble. And we were talking about señoras that are like 50 years old, 60 years old, ya cuarentonas. Like, ay, güey, estás como dice mi tío Juan, bien rucona para andar haciendo eso. It's like chavarruca. Just kidding. They probably call me that. But anywho, for me, it was that. It was the fact that my team just couldn't be my team and help me actually finish my intern certificate. Like, hey, The only one that was good was like an 8th grade teacher. Shout out to Godina. She was a really damn good mentor. She helped me kick it up a notch, and that's that I started late in the semester. I started like towards Halloween with 7th and 8th graders and 7th graders. Oh my gosh! Shout out to those of you teaching 7th graders, bro. They make you walk the circles of hell, let me tell you. But it's okay. It's a learning experience and it's fun. I love them. But it was just the catty behavior. It was just the whole, let's see what dirt we can get on the newbie so we can get her in trouble. Me quería mangonear como señora Chespirito. And it's like, those of you that know me, no, I'm always going to be the problem because I'm never going to let you do whatever you want with me. Yo siempre voy a ser la del problema porque yo nunca me voy a dejar de nadie. I used to say, ni Joe Biden me va a decir lo que puedo hacer aquí. Ni trompas me puede decir lo que yo puedo hacer. I am an only child y yo siempre voy a salir con la mía. So maybe for you all, you're having tensions with your coworkers. You are tired of the favoritism. And I've been getting this with you, air signs, since around June and May. Since around June and May, you guys have been very despondent with your jobs. You guys have, like, they gave the position to somebody else, and you're just like, ain't no way on Beyonce's internet you overlooked me for fulanito, fulanita de tal, when you don't even know this one from a hole in the wall. I don't know them. They don't have the rapport with the students like I do, or whatever. Maybe you're not teachers. Maybe you're doing something else. But point is, you're already at your wit's end where you're at, air signs. Like, you're just like, hell no, ain't no way. Like, I'm hearing that lyric by Modest Mouse that it's like life handed us a paycheck and we said we worked harder than this. Please bury me with it. I just don't need none of that Mad Max bullshit. So we got the 3 of Swords in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, and the Emperor. Yeah, there's a battle of will. So I don't know if you and a masculine are just not having it with each other because you are not seeing eye to eye, or you're going to end up, hey, get you jaded. Over what? Maybe you're listening to Aerosmith. And you're so jaded. And baby, I'm the jaded. Alright, so you are heartbroken, or you're not going to be heartbroken over an alcoholic anymore because this person just keeps burdening you. Or maybe you know that somebody is on one while they're at work and you've been keeping it a secret. Or if you've been going to work zooted and tooted, stop doing that. Your bosses are not stupid. Like, I wish people who work stoned could see how they look when they are working stoned. Si no la controlas, no la hagas. If you cannot control it, don't do it. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to get a message out. But there is a breakup coming up. So I don't know if it's a friendship breakup or if it's a marriage, but something. I always keep getting something with a car of voiture with you all. That's how you say voiture, car in front, in francais. Of voiture, coche, camioneta, whatever. My goodness. The weather dips a little bit, ya se ataca mi cuerpo. But I always keep getting something with you in a carro. So it's this King of Wands to the Queen of Wands and the Chariot in the reverse. Yeah, someone has some kind of like addiction. Maybe someone's an alcoholic here and you're just like, I don't know why I'm taking gripe from an alcoholic. Okay, a little below air signs, but okay. And you don't feel the need to repair anything with this boss figure or a father figure. Or some of you are figuring out just how corrupt the father figure is. But why is the King of Wands in the reverse with the Emperor here? Because of problems. Who is this King of Wands? This King of Wands is somebody that wanted to be sneaky with kids in front of a boss. So, oh boy. Oh, what the fuck did I tap into? Sorry. So someone could swing both ways. And they don't want this to be outed. So I don't know if they caught you with your boyfriend in the hallways here, but they're talking about it. And that would explain why you want to get out of town. Damn. This kind of reminds me of the book I'm reading, The Amish Wife. It's a true crime. It is crazy by Greg Olson. Yeah, and it's going to put this woman in her feelings because she thought that out of all the options this air sign or you air sign had, they were women, men as well. So you loosey-goosey, huh? Just kidding. Yeah, and this person is feeling burdened. Someone's legit having nightmares and losing sleep over this secret getting out because somebody was bribing someone to keep this a secret, but they didn't accept it, or they were hoping to bribe someone. So someone might come around and be like, if I give you this amount of money, will you say this and that and the third? Spirit is saying be very careful about that, or with that air sign, because not every offer is a good offer, and not every tree is your friend. And you're gonna have to use your discernment, meaning your gut instinct of like, should I do this, should I not? As soon as you get the question of I don't know, don't do it. As soon as you have to ask, I don't know if I should, that's already a no. Yeah, and it's because this is something that someone does. Someone does a lot of substances while they're on the job here. I hope this is not you, but someone's seen someone do this, and they're going to try to either this person's going to get reprimanded for it, and they know it's coming, and they're about to get investigated, and they're going to ask you to help, or you're the one that knows about this, or it's you, and they're going to let you know, like, hey, just so you know, boss is looking at you. No one's going to step in to defend you. You got to figure this one out. Or, hey, boss is looking at me. I'm going to need... Spirit is saying just to keep that a secret. Because if your boss is a female figure, she is watching you like a hawk. And she does have people spying on you. An older woman. Yeah, I don't know why people do this. They always use the custodians to get tabs on other people. It's a hierarchy thing. This is like you thought the conflict was over between you and this person, or like there's a bribe coming, or like you want to end the bribe, like the bribes. Well, that too, you want to end the bribes. You shouldn't even be accepting bribes to begin with. That moral turpitude or whatever it's called in your contract. But someone keeps thinking that in order to avoid being exposed for being on the DL or with someone they're not supposed to be with at work, or doing something they're not supposed to be, that if they bribe students, because I'm assuming they're a teacher, but without knowing you, I cannot specifically tell you, or something with kids here, either it doesn't matter if you bribe them or not, or if you blackmail them or not, this secret's still going to come out. You're still going to look foolish. Right. So something around Christmas season, this third party is going to be exposed, or like 3 people are going to be talking about this out in the hallways. Yeah, and someone's really trying to block this from coming out, a masculine and Aquarius, and it's going to cause a fight amongst a lot of people. There's way too many hands in the pot here, air signs. If you were hoping that, okay, maybe no one's going to find out about my thing with this guy, they know. Your boss knows. And they're kind of disappointed about this. Not kind of, they are. Why? Because they were caught between you and somebody else. You could be seeing 222 a lot around you. Someone's caught between wanting to expose this truth and wanting to heal something. And I also see somebody being on the fence between wanting to bridge something with a Leo and Aquarius, or a Virgo, or wanting to tell the truth about a Queen of Pentacles to a Leo. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? It is someone that you saw as wish fulfillment, the 10 of Cups, or someone that is married, or you're married to. This is someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You used to give them presents and speak with them. But yeah, no, you and them are in a no contact situation. You are not on good terms right now. The Lovers doesn't have to mean like, oh, it was romantic. No, it could be platonic as well. But you and this person are just not seeing eye to eye. You're not getting along. This person's still extremely defensive because they feel like you're very sneaky and you're secretive and that you still are hiding things, or you feel like this person is that way. Flip the roles and put them however they fit for your situation. But I do see that if you want to make amends with them, you have to come correct or not at all, or this person has to come correct or not at all. And honestly, that's what it is. But I do see you thinking how you can avoid an argument with this person, because you know that this, like, I'm seeing that scene from Mob Wives. I don't know. I know that's my comfort show. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Okay. I like to read a lot. I read a lot of educational, informational stuff, and then I also read a lot of smut. I call it literature. But I also like to watch my trash TV, okay? I grew up watching Flavor of Love and Rock of Love, but if anybody asks, I'm still 26. Anywho, moving on. It reminds me of the scene when, like, at the end, when Drito walks in and she sees Karen sitting next to Carla, and she's like, get up, Karen. Like, that's how this person's gonna come, and you're just like, the moment I even breathe in this person's direction, this fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag, strong Aries and or Leo, they're just gonna come in and be like, get up, air side. And so that, and you don't want to come off as a karmic. You don't want to get bad karma. You don't want to have this person call the cops on you, because maybe you thought about showing up to their house and they were like, absolutely not, I will call the cops on you. Or this person tried to show up, or is going to try to show up. Libras, happy early birthday, Libras, if you're watching. This person is going to try to show up with presents, and you're just going to call the cops and be like, absolutely not. Your ass or this person's ass is on the chopping block here, air signs, because they were between you and somebody else. So I don't know if some of you were being cheated on. Instead of another woman, it was with another man. How many times on my channel do I say, y'all are just stop worrying about it being another woman? Because sometimes it's another man. Ya en 2025 una nunca sabe, and it's true, dude. Ya, todos con todos. But this was a fated event for you to assert your boundary with this person, or some of you are gonna kick somebody out. Either you sober up, or me and the kids, we outie fool. Like, I ain't. It's because this is the thing. Addiction is a relapsing disease, and it is a very selfish disease. Because once you lose your volition, meaning tu voluntad, that means you no longer control it. It controls you. And they know it's bad. They know it's killing them. They know they have to stop. But by that point, they can't anymore. That free will is gone. They have rewired their brain chemistry so bad that now they need to have whatever that substance they are addicted to in there, in the synapse and all that. The science of addiction, yo, is crazy. If you have time to learn about it, I highly recommend you do. It'll really open up your mind and change the way you think about people that are struggling with substance use disorder. And that's the proper term for it on the DSM-5, substance use disorder. All right. But it isn't until you walk away from this pool that you are going to start a new cycle. This sounds like a Capricorn's reading. So maybe you're dealing with Capricorn. Capricorn had a lot of Taurus in that reading. So maybe you are like an air sign with Capricorn and Taurus highly aspected in your chart. Or these are the people that you know. You should check those readings out. They're out on all the platforms already on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify. Readings from Neptune, Tarot, Blue Planet, Yellow Flowers. But yeah, this person wants to like celebrate the holidays with you and the kids. If you do have kids with them, they want to celebrate all the ones that, you know, the Halloween or Fall Fest, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Los Reyes Magos, all that good stuff. But I don't see you being receptive to it. You're super like, no, because when you drink, you turn into a very temperamental, angry person. For some of you, this can even be a mother figure that you're like, okay, the holidays are around the corner. How are we gonna, man, you guys are already getting ahead of that. I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. I'm sorry. Make sure you do a lot of self-care and, you know, do the shadow work. Like, if you feel like you need to cry it out, cry it the fuck out, dude. Like, let all the bad shit out. Because what's holding on to that poison that's only destroying you emotionally gonna do besides destroy you? Holding on to it, what is that gonna do? Nah. So you're already getting ahead of, like, okay, I want the holidays to be sober and happy for the kids. I don't want anybody who does drugs around them. And honestly, I'm right with you. Like, why do people gotta get prendidos when it's just a carne asada? Like, chill the fuck out. Your grandkids are here. Just sit your ass down, eat the carne, and watch the fucking game. Right, but you are going to move to happier and brighter days on the 19th. I am recording this. Today is the 17th, but all my readings is timeless, but brighter days are coming. You just got to let go of this miserable job, miserable boss. For others of you, this masculine that's in your life, because they're just causing you a lot of L's. They like to come up as upright and just and righteous, but they're anything but. I do see you walking away from something that's no longer working for you, and you were really hoping that you wouldn't have to, but Spirit is saying to do this quietly. Make sure you have a plan B. Start saving up your money. Start opening up an account under your name that nobody else has access to, because when this tower hits, you will be okay. Expect the tower on either the 16th of October, and it's going to come quickly where something's going to happen with your money. Yeah, you're gonna find out that this masculine's been sending a woman, a possible Pisces, money, and it's gonna piss you off, or you're gonna be outed for sending this Pisces money, and it's gonna piss your wife off, and so patelas. Yep, that's the honest truth. You did not sleep with this person, but you're gonna get credit for it. Right. So for my masculine air signs, you're about to get tossed like you have no idea. For my feminine air signs, you might have to call the cops and get a masculine jailed. And this is somebody in your family, because they are a monster. Yeah, and you're starting to see this. The faster you accept that this person is a complete asshole and a monster, the faster you're able to let go and move on and start something new. Alright, channeled messages. Someone's too forceful, of course. Everything they wanted to happen to you is happening to them. The letter J, first, middle, or last initial. Revealing themselves and the truth. A Cancer. Open your eyes, air signs. Let me see. Let's go to the bucket. Alright, this one flew at me. So let the haters take your glow. In love with the coco. What was I talking about? Viernes. Stained. Pisces. Osuna. Making 10 fake profiles daily. You got way too much time. Queen of Wands. Always spying. How does Google even let you do that? It's too late to apologize. Un poco a la vez. Rompe corazones. Allison. Yes, you can trust them. Out of pocket. Leaving on a jet plane. I regret not reading those poems you wrote. Don't kiss and tell. Unplug and go into hermit mode. They're a flop. Alex. Industrial piercing. Jaden. All in their ego. A second houser will sell you out for money quickly. Magic gifted. Fashionable AF. The Zone by the Weekend. The World card. That's a new cycle online and screenshots. Somebody wasn't expecting you to be this tapped in. Coldplay. I brought you something new to me. Unhappy with their lives. Something about an Airbnb. Wish granted. Something that the pastor don't preach. So this is someone that maybe leads a congregation. Charitable front. 10 bands. Success is here. Somebody wants to cuff you. Cruising in the USA. I missed that game. Ashanti, I come to right my wrongs. We said our dreams will carry us. A real good time. The Blues Brothers. a Sag rising. They're frozen to the core. Nathan, a Gemini rising, an Aquarius. Twin flame awakening, 5 of cups, moving on, a bandwagoner, speak your truth. A Pisces is going to expose them, keep quiet and listen. Crazy Mia, the letter C, first, middle, or last initial. Restraining order, try to bug your office. A Comic-Con goer. You know, I have never, ever been to a Comic-Con or any con. You know what? That's going to be a resolution for 2026. Go to a con. Revamp your resume, a neon lover, long distance love, turn up this summer, and something about a 90s vibe. Let me see the one that fell over here. 10 of cups. Yeah, you're going to get emotional fulfillment. So you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. Your boss loves the drama. I recently told that to an administrator last week. I was like, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you like the drama, because why are you terrorizing a substitute? Nope. You've got to be nice to the substitutes, because your plan A didn't work out. They're there to help you out and make sure the kids don't burn the school down. Air signs. I know you want me to stay on the camera, but you forget I'm a mom, guys. I also gotta meal prep, limpiar, do laundry, disinfect, and La Peque is turning 7 this Friday, so I gotta go get stuff for her little regalitos that me and her daddy want to give her. But alrighty, let me pull out signs that are going to be helping you out between now and the 22nd. I am going to come back and do messages for Libra, Geminis, and Aquarius, since Libra season is literally right around the corner. And I will be back to do water signs and fire signs and all of that good stuff. I also need to do that Brock Lesnar reading. I know. I keep talking about it, but it's just that WWE really does flag my readings when I do theirs, and they'll take it all down from YouTube. Like, those are only going to be available on Spotify. So a Gemini, my gosh, a Capricorn, or a Leo is going to be helping you guys out. Somebody born in the month of May, a Taurus or a Gemini, or somebody born in October, which is a Libra, Scorpio. Somebody could be born October 5th or May the 10th, which is Taurus or Libra. But I am going to leave it there, air signs. I am wishing you all the best, and bye-bye.